Yes, so good evening to all of you. Is my voice audible to everybody? Hi to all, we are meeting after a long time. Good evening to all. Anas, Adikoya, Prabha. Is my voice audible to everybody? Sanobar, Sahir. Okay. So today we'll be taking up case studies. What I'm doing is I'm just sharing a link with you. Just open this link, everybody. Just open this link, everybody. You'll see the case study change for improvement. Introduction part is there, and there is a table of contents in which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is written there. There are 6 questions. You have to go to, there is a case written in the questions. You first have to read the question and then answer. Give the answer. Okay, clear to all? Has everybody opened that? Is it clear to everybody? The link or any doubts? Sanobar, Sahil, Prabha, Adekwa, are you all able to open the link? Okay. Just read the case, and then below that case there are questions. So you have to just answer the questions one by one. Yes, audio is there, but I am not on. Adequate audio is there, but I am not speaking since I am waiting for you to solve the questions. In case you have any doubt, you can ask me. In the meantime, I am uploading some more case studies for you. Okay? Clear to Adequate? Is it okay with you? And as I am not speaking right now, I have given one case to solve. Audio is not there because I am not speaking anything. I have just given a case to solve. I have shared one link on the chat box. If you can scroll up, you can see one link is there. It's http://www.npc.nhs.uk/environment improvement _tools /change case improvement. You have to click on that link, and there is a case written there, and below that case there are questions. You have to answer all those questions. There are 5 questions are there, and corresponding to that there are 5 answers. You have to solve that. Okay, Anis? Is it okay with you, Anis? Anis, do everybody hear me? Is my voice audible to everybody? Prabha, Sahir, Sanobar, Adokua, Anis? Prabha, you just are you on that page right now? Are you on that page where it is written case study change for improvement? Question 1 starts with a practice manager is concerned about the number of requests the practice is receiving for repeat prescriptions. Are you on that page? So just then what is the problem? Just read the question, scroll down, and the first question is written. The hunch from the scenario, what do you think the hunch idea for improvement might be? And when you are done with this, you can click on the arrow below the question. There is an arrow, right arrow there. Click on that arrow and go to second question. Sir, you need to put in on screen. Explain us, please. Just everybody write down your answers on the chat box. Prabha want me that I should explain. What about others in the class? Prabha, I'll be explaining you some other PPTs which I have on the chat on the whiteboard right now. But the first PPT, the link which I have given you, you have to solve it by your own. And once you solve it by your own, you will come to know the answers. Just see that there is a written, when you scroll down after the question, there is written check your answer. You can click on that check your answer link. You will come to know the answer. In that particular case study which I have sent the link to you, just write down the answer and below click on the link, below click on the button check your answer. You will come to know the answer whether you are correct or not. Just try the second one. And once you are done with this particular case study, let me know. I have some more cases. I have uploaded it on the whiteboard right now. So once we are done with this, we'll move on to the other case studies. You want me to explain? Okay, so everybody just focus first. Let's read the question first. Question 1 is written: a practical manager is concerned about the number of requests the practice is receiving for repeat prescriptions. Many patients on 4 or more medicines are sending in repeat slips 2 or 3 times a month because their medicines are running out at different times. Not only is this affecting the workload in the practice, it is also inconvenient for patients and could lead to over ordering or non-compliance. So the practice manager wants to do something about this. She arranges a short meeting over coffee with the GPS in the practice nurse, the senior receptionist and the pharmacy technician from the local dispensary, and they agree that the system should be more efficient and patients would have fewer visits to the surgery and pharmacy. If prescriptions were synchronized, that is, quantities of medicines are equalized so that all items on the prescription will run out together. This idea fits with the practice aim to introduce medicines management system that increases efficiency, reduced waste, and increase patients' choice. They decide to test this idea out on a small scale with a group of CHT patients over the next month, and to use the practice computer system to identify if the change has in fact led to an improvement by counting the number of requests for repeat prescription items each of the patients involved in the test makes over the subsequent 2 months. So are you all able to understand the case? Are you all able to understand the case? Everybody? Sahir, Prabha, Anas, Monachin, Adequia. Mr. Monachin, I have shared one link right now on the chat box. You can open that link. This is the case study which we are discussing today. Prabha, do you able to understand the case? First, tell me. See, this case is saying that before the implementation of a medicine management system, what is happening is there are patients who are keep on sending the prescriptions for the medicines. So there is no track record by the medicine shop or by the pharmacy that whether people are sending it once or twice. There is no record of that. So it's very it's very difficult to manage the list of the patients and the medicines to which it has to be given. Sometimes they are short of medicines. Sometimes the prescriptions are received by the practice manager twice, thrice. So what they have decided that they called a meeting. In the meeting, they have invited the nurse, the senior receptionist, and the pharmacy technician. So in the meeting, they have decided that they will implement one medicine management system. It's a software which can keep a track or record of the number of patients, the prescriptions, and the medicines which has been allocated to them. So it has been tested on some CHD patients. So once it is being tested for the CHD patients, they just make a test that the number of requests they are getting, so whether in the system they have managed it properly or not. So that is the case. Since they are facing problems for maintaining the records of the patients, they have implemented one new medicine management system just to keep a track of the patients and their prescriptions and the medicines which is being allocated to them. So that is the case. Now based on that case, you have to answer. Now it is asking the hunch from the scenario, what do you think the idea for improvement might be? So if you click on the answer, check your answer, you will come to know that the repeat prescribing system should be more efficient and patients would have fewer visits to the surgery and pharmacy if prescriptions are synchronized. So if the medicine management system is in place, all the records are being tracked on that particular system with the patient's name or patient's unique ID. So they will have to visit the hospital or they will have to visit the pharmacy less. And since things are very synchronized and things will move on smoothly. So that is your first answer. Now moving on to the second question. How might the practice measures this idea for improvement? How might the practice measures this idea for improvement? So the practice agree to measure the number of requests for repeat prescription items made during the 2 months following a patient's synchronization phone call. So this practice will help them to measure the number of requests they have received, since they can keep a track of that through their system software, and they will, on that basis, they will give a call to a patient based on the details they have in their respective system. Moving on to the third question. Thinking about the PDSA approach, how might the practice team plan to test this idea for improvement? So the team agrees to test this idea with their male CHD patients in the 40-50 years bracket. The practice managers offers to compose a letter to be attached to all the prescription for the patients in this group, inviting them to phone the practice nurse at an agreed time to discuss the synchronization of their medicines. The senior receptionist agree to the idea, the patients from the system, and to check their synchronization status at the start and the end of the month. She also agrees to make sure that the letter is attached to the appropriate prescriptions. The practice nurse agrees to amend the quantities on the practice system following her telephone discussion with the patient, and the pharmacy technician from the local dispensary agrees to brief her colleagues on the plan so that they can offer support to patients too. The GPs agree to take calls where possible and to offer ad hoc support to patients if they attend for an appointment. The practice manager informs the rest of the practice staff of the plan. Now how they will manage all these things? They have been appointed. They have the receptionist with them. They have the nurse with them. Receptionist is there to take on the calls for the patients, and accordingly they can check with the nurse and doctors present there and for their availability. If the doctors is available, simultaneously the receptionist will convey it to the patients that okay, you can visit us on so and so date. So this is how, with the help of that system, they can check the availability. Okay. Okay, now moving on to the fourth question in fact. Okay, I think all these questions are there, and below that answers are also already available there. So you can just click on that check your answer option, and you will be able to come to know the answer. After going through this, if you still find the problem, then we can discuss probably. Since some of the new students have already joined in the class, so let us take with some other case studies. Okay, so I have just uploaded one case study here, which is on Whirlpool of Voluntarily Retirement Scheme VRS case study. It's a case study on human resource management. I want that everybody just go through this case study once so that we can discuss the questions at the end of the case. Are you all able to see this particular case? Everybody in the class? Sahil, Prabha, Anas, Monachin, Adikwa, everybody? Mohammad, Ashok, Rinin, Rajneet Kumar? Just everybody read this case. Just complete the case, everybody. Okay. So there is a question, case study question is there. Just you have already read the case study. Question is there. You have to make your choice and justify it in not more than 5 sentences. That is your question. So I just want that everybody write your answers on the chat box one by one. Ranjit Kumar, it is being asked that in this particular case study, the case is written there, and suppose you are a part of this organization and you have completed 10 years of your services. Now it is being asked that you have to justify your answer in 5 sentences. These are the challenges which you have faced. Now you have to justify your answers in 5 sentences. So Prabha has come up with the answer. What about others in the class? You have to justify it in not more than 5 sentences. I think everybody must understand this particular case, that you are a part of a company named Whirlpool. In that particular company, you have completed 10 years of your services and you are expecting a second promotion in this company. Now, one day while coming in the morning through your bus, company bus, you have found that some of the people in the bus or employees are gossiping that the VRS scheme is being accepted by the government for your company. Now, after hearing that scheme, you come to know that the recently elected government has a commitment of job creation in their electoral Magna Charta of Promises. Now, one brainy idea has come in the form of termination of old experiences but sometimes difficult employees under the disguise of offering gold shake hand or voluntary retirement contrast. On one side, the country is facing grave shortage of skilled, experienced manpower. On the other, they are prompting schemes like VRS. Now, once this will happen, you will come across some of the challenges. You have family of 5 to support. Number one. Number two, you have to shoulder a housing loan and a car loan. Having spent 10 years in a particular industry, it may not be easy to find a new job. VRS is for the employees above 40 years of age and or having completed 10 years of service. Maximum package of rupees 5 lakhs is for those having completed 15 years and above. You can get a maximum of 2.90 lakhs only. Once you have accepted the VRS, getting a new job may not be easy. If you do not want to opt for VRS, possibility of transfer to a remote place, or you may be asked to resign and go without any compensation being in management cadre. So this is the case. Now you have to justify it not more than 5 sentences. You have to justify both the pros and cons of this particular case. So I just want that everybody must come up with some smart answers. Prabha has given her view. I want that everybody else must write your answers on the chat box. I want you to be quick since we have 2 more cases to solve today. So just I am expecting answers from others also in the class. So what you will do in such a case? Prabha, in my opinion, what I can do is I can opt for the VRS, but before opting for a VRS, either I can look for a new job somewhere, and once I am assured that since I am having 15 years of experience, so based on that experience, definitely I'll be getting some job in the particular sector. Suppose since I am working for one Whirlpool company, there are a lot of other companies who are working in the same domain, like Videocon, Godrej, etc. So I can try for the job there since I am having a lot of experience. So based on that experience, I'll be getting a job there. Once I'm getting the job, definitely I'll be opting this voluntary retirement scheme. This is one of the options. Second option is since I have earned a lot of money by having 15 years in the business, 15 years in the job, so I can start some new business or new venture with some friends or colleagues, and after starting that, I can quit the job. I have to make myself secure first before opting for the VRS scheme. It is not advisable that I should immediately opt for the VRS scheme without any planning. Okay, clear to all? Shall we move on to the next case? Shall we move on to the next case, everybody? Okay. Okay, Prabha. No more challenges is there. Mr. Rajneet, there is no more challenges is there. Based on the experience you have in one particular company, you can go on into the next company and get the job there based on your experience you have. So there will not be any issue. Because if you have, since you have spent almost 15 years into this particular job, if you will not resign or if you will not leave a job, the Whirlpool company will transfer you to some management cadre to some remote place. So it will be difficult for you to move to the remote place. Since your family is staying somewhere and you have been asked to move to some remote place, it is very challenging for you. So the good option for you is to take the VRS and switch your job to some next company, a new company. Okay, shall we move on to the next case, everybody? We are running out of time, so we'll be moving on to the next case. The next case is a case study on learning, training and development. Industry is retail. Just everybody go through the case and then we can discuss the questions and answers below. Prabha, I have given the writing controls. I have transferred the writing control to you. You can just scroll down. Once you have read this with this, you can just scroll down. So are you all done with this case? Once you are done with this case, there are 3 questions related to this particular case study. Just write your answers on the chat box pertaining to this particular case and mark it as answer number 1, 2 and 3. First question is this a training or a learning program? What do you think? So there are 3 questions. First question is this a training or a learning program? What do you think? Somebody has written learning here. Yes, that's right. It's a learning program. And since whenever any new change is being implemented into the company, so it takes time to learn that new particular system. A lot of resistance is there from those kind of employees who are not ready for that particular change. Then second question is, what can Alok do to help Prakash? Since Prakash is not very competent enough, and once the new system is in place, Prakash is creating a lot of problems. He is not able to handle the customer service well, because of which the business is getting affected. Since the business is getting affected, what can Alok do? Alok can just monitor him and try to help him in learning the new system, so that he can be comfortable with the new system. That is what Alok can do. Number 3, third question is, what should be Alok's line of action for the next few weeks? What Alok's line of action is, since Alok has been seeing Prakash from last few days, and Alok is not happy with the Prakash progress, since he is not able to work on effectively on the new system, because of which the business service is getting, or the customers are getting affected. What he can do is, he can give Alok some time. He can ask him to just go on a leave for few days, just be relaxed, and once he is back, ask ask him to learn the new system competently and just motivate him so that he can be useful, since it's very important to retain good employees within the organization. So for retaining the good employees within the organization, since he is old to the company, he knows all the processes within the company. So for that, he just motivates him in learning the new system. Okay, clear to all? Is it clear to all? Everybody, all the 3 questions? Any doubts? Anyone want to ask something? Rabha, Anas, Mohammed, Rinin, Ranjit Kumar. Shall we move on to the next case? Last case for today. So let's move on to the next case today. Last case study. So this is the last case for today. Just everybody read this case. Once you read with this, let me know so that I can scroll down. आज कपड़े ये तीन कपड़ा वो हाथ में 24 जाता है ना तो 10 होता है तो पैंट नहीं है तीसरी का 2 लाख So have you all read it up till now? Everybody? Lakshmi, the link which I have shared on the chat box is one of the page. Actually, I am a writer also. I am a writer and I write a lot. I am a spiritual writer. I write a lot of content spiritually. So just I am promoting my page. So I want that everybody must join me on Facebook. The link of that particular page I have sent it in the chat box. So if you are interested, you can join me on the Facebook on that particular page, which is being run by me. Everybody, Prabha, Mohammed, Ranjan, Ranjit Kumar, Lakshmi. If you feel like, you can join. It's your choice. So are you all done with the case? Shall we move on to the questions? So outline the key accomplishments of the task force in redesigning the job evaluation system. This is the first question. What are your views on strategic planning at Bears Group? And third is, rewards can be both intrinsic and extrinsic. Does the compensation plan at Bear support this statement? You have to write your answers here. Okay, so Prabha has written, Bear has done very good strategic planning for reward there.